We at CBS 58 continue our partnership with the Wisconsin Humane Society, bringing attention to animals in need of homes in our area. Jenny Miller from the Humane Society's Milwaukee campus is here, along with Dr. James Work from the Greenfield Veterinary Clinic, and of course, our pet of the week. Well, this is Frazzle, a 3-month-old terrier mix. And tell us about Frazzle, Jenny.
Well, Frazzle has been winning hearts all morning in the studio, making lots of friends. She's a 3-month-old terrier mix. She's available for adoption right now at the Milwaukee campus.
She's so sweet.
She is adorable, and if you think she's cute, she has 3 brothers and sisters at the shelter as well who are looking for homes. So there is 3 others that look very similar to her at the shelter who need homes. Like all dogs at the Wisconsin Humane Society, Frazzle has been spayed, vaccinated, and microchipped. Thank you. So she's all ready to find her new family when we open today at noon.
And what's her temperament like?
You know, it's always a little bit hard to tell when they're so little. She's 3 months old, and I think she's a little bit, just a little bit shy this morning, and maybe it's a little early for her. So she definitely will have some puppy energy.
She looks a little sleepy. You can't see from this angle with the camera, but her eyes are getting pretty droopy.
She's a little sleepy, but so she will have some puppy energy, as she gets more comfortable. But I would say, for the most part, she's a pretty calm puppy to just sit here and be content sitting in my lap.
And she's not afraid to cuddle, I see.
No, she loves it.
Okay, well, that's great. Well, Dr. Work, something that we have to deal with if we have pets is trying to protect them from some problems. Sometimes that can be ticks. What are some things that people can do to help prevent ticks from being an issue?
Well, first of all, they're already out. We had our first client with a tick on March 20th, so it's time to get products on them. Multiple ways you can do it, and probably some advice from your veterinarian would be nice. There's topical products you apply once a month. There are some pretty good flea collars and tick collars now that have up to 6-month protection.
What about the pills that some people take?
There are new oral pills that you give 1 every 3 months. They are great, so lots of really good products out there, and it's time to get started with those.
Okay, I have my pets on a pill they take every month, and that's one of the things that I do, but I know there's a lot of different ways with the collars and such.
Yes.
So, okay, now what do you do if the prevention efforts, maybe you didn't get to them in time and you have a tick? How do you deal with that for your pet?
Well, don't get all upset about it, and you should check your dog every day, especially if you've found ticks before. What you want to do is when you find the tick, put a little rubbing alcohol around it, helps part the hair.
Okay.
You grab the tick, if you have a tweezers or at the very base of the tick, as close to the skin as possible, and pull up slowly with steady pressure.
Okay.
And then get rid of that, not just in the garbage, in a bottle of alcohol or something. You want to kill them, because they can lay lots of eggs. You want to make sure they're
Don't
dead.
want that.
No, thousands of eggs. Don't
Now,
need those in the house.
For those folks who might be a little squeamish about pulling ticks, because it happens. I'm not saying I'm one of them, but it might happen. Is it common for people to come into the veterinarian at
Yes,
that
it
point?
is. And as I tell people, don't forget who's walking the dog is getting exposed to those ticks as well.
Yeah,
so
use
remember. Protection for the owner as well.
Okay. All right. So great advice. Thank you very much, Dr. Work from the Greenfield Clinic. And we'll also go and talk a little bit more about Frazzle real quickly. You said she has a couple of brothers and sisters there.
Yes.
Any other things happening at the Humane Society that you want to share with folks now?
Well, spring, I saw the weather and it looks like spring is slowly creeping in. And so people are starting to think about being outside more. We have our dog walk coming up on June 14th. It's our Tails on the Trail walk. People can come on down to Veterans Park for a 1-mile walk with or without a dog, or a 5K run with or without a dog. It's a great way to support animals at the shelter.
All right, thank you very much. The number to remember, 484-ANIMALS, and this thank you to Jenny Miller and Frazzle and Dr. Work. Appreciate you all being here and giving us that great advice today. And she is ready for adoption. Got to pick Frazzle up. She is adorable. Time right now is 5:51. We're going to check in with your weather and traffic updates now. We'll start things off with Rebecca Schold.